Today we're going to break down the top 7 conglomerates which own over more than 182, most of which you are familiar, makeup brands. Could your favorite drugstore product be produced by the same company producing high-end makeup? I'm going to insert a graphic here for you where you can see the top 7 conglomerates in which companies they own. As you can see here, most of your well-known products are owned by one of these 7 conglomerates. Now, most of these are makeup brands. Some are going to be outside of that realm in hair care or skin care. We're going to go through a little bit of all of that. So let's go ahead and get started, as this could take a while. Now, I'm not putting these in any particular order. Just first up, we are going to start with L'Oreal. Now, L'Oreal does own, of course, L'Oreal, but it also owns these other companies. They own Kiehl's, YSL, Lancome, Essie, Clarisonic, Giorgio Armani, Garnier, La Roche-Posay, NYX, Maybelline, Urban Decay, and Ralph Lauren. Now they also own more, but these are the ones well known to me and that I immediately picked out. We're going to move on to our second conglomerate, Estee Lauder. Now, of course, Estee Lauder also owns Estee Lauder, but let's take a look at some of the other brands that they own. Glam Glow. This one kind of surprises me. I did not expect Estee Lauder to be the owner of Glam Glow. Smashbox, Clinique, MAC, La Mer, Tory Burch, Hermes, Bobbi Brown. When I saw that on the list, I was very surprised to see that Bobbi Brown is owned by one of the conglomerates. Michael Kors, Tom Ford Beauty, Origins, and Bumble and Bumble. It surprises me that these conglomerates own some of our favorite makeup brands that I wouldn't even connect being associated in any way. So let's go ahead and keep going. We're going to move into our third conglomerate, which is Johnson & Johnson. Now they own Neutrogena, Rock, which kind of makes sense because those are more kind of skincare type beauty brands, so I really get that. Johnson's, Lubriderm, again, that kind of fits the mold there. Vino and Clean & Clear. So those kind of line up. You can see why those brands are owned by Johnson & Johnson. Let's keep on rolling. We're going to move on to our fourth conglomerate, Shiseido. I myself thought Shiseido was a little bit of a newer brand, but hey, even if they are, they're already one of the top 7. So let's see what they own. Not only do they own Shiseido, they also own Laura Mercier. Again, I was surprised to see that that brand is owned by a conglomerate. Bare Minerals and NARS. Again, this is not their full list. These are just the ones that stuck out to me. Moving right along. The next one I believe is Coty. C-O-T-Y, but they own Katy Perry, Max Factor, Sally Hansen, Rimmel, CoverGirl, and OPI. Now moving on to our second to last conglomerate, that is going to be Proctor Gamble. These are going to be more hair care products, but I wanted to go ahead and mention them anyway. But they own Pantene, Pantene Pro V, which I thought were the same thing, but they have them listed separate, so they must be 2 separate companies. I believe this next one is Ski, Olay, Head & Shoulders, Aussie, Herbal Essence, and Gillette. So not all of them were hair care, but the majority. This brings us to our 7th and last conglomerate, and they kind of have a little bit of everything. They have Suave, Pond's, Caress, Dove, Noxzema, VO5, Nexxus, St. Ives, Sunsilk, and Simple. Did any of these brands surprise you? Are you surprised who their parent company is? Let me know down below in the comments if you have any that kind of just stood out to you as a surprise. Now, being that these companies are subsidiaries of these large conglomerates, are more than likely managed by the same group of people. It's possible that those making decisions for Urban Decay could also be the ones making decisions for NYX. This is also where things get a little tricky if you are trying to go to a vegan or cruelty-free brand. While the brand itself may be vegan, it could be that their parent company is not cruelty-free. So make sure that you look into that. That's part of why I find this whole topic very interesting, because there's more than meets the eye. There's more than just the name of a brand. These parent companies are also ones making decisions for some of the brands that we are supporting. This also brings us to the world of dupes. So no wonder drugstore makeup has been evolving so much. So if you found any of this information interesting, then go ahead and drop me a comment below. Check out these other 2 videos, that way you can see everything my channel has to offer. I hope that you will also subscribe, that way I can see you in the next video, where I hope to see you there.